Who really won? Tyson Fury versus Frances Ngannou. In this video, we're going to be going over every single significant strike so that you guys can score the fight for yourselves. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts about it. I'm going to be giving my thoughts throughout as we talk about the different sequences. But there's also going to be a full fight film study on my Patreon. Check it out. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other film studies. But here we go. Right away, right at the beginning of the first round, Tyson Fury jumps out, scores with a good right hand, immediately scoring, and we see that Francis Ngannou's strategy here is going to be kind of attack him with the left hook off of the right hand. It's a very, very common strategy for Francis Ngannou. It's something that he's good at, and it's something that he kind of learned to be good at because he's so big, right? People stretching themselves out to throw the right hand, and it makes it easier for you to counter them. Now, he does get Tyson Fury, as Tyson Fury is a little bit sloppy in this fight. We're going to talk about Tyson Tubbs at the end of this video, but so far, Tyson Fury up 2-0 in the first round, landed the right hand. Here he's landing a jab to the body, okay? And gets on the jab with a probing shot. He catches him with the hook here to the face. Ngannou's landing a jab to the body, and then also Tyson Fury landing a very, very, very clean right hand over the top of this. Now, again, 1-1, right? And then Francis Ngannou's timing is like the 1-1-2 timing. He's not super fast in terms of boxing, right? And Tyson Fury more than able to pendulum step off the line and get away from these kinds of shots from Francis Ngannou. So, controlling the space here, jab to the body. Now, almost kind of getting him with the little left hook here, right? The little left hook that he's trying to time the right hand. As we see, he goes here, here, and then if a right hand is coming, Francis Ngannou is looking to time it with that hook. And I don't think he quite gets him here. I think that it gets a little bit missed, right? But we can see the timing. So no scoring blow there yet. Getting on the line, and immediately when he throws that shot, trying to get on the line with the double jab timing, Tyson Fury's catching him with the left hook here. Boom, smacking him. And if we take a look at the right hand, it's so close, right? It looks like it might get him a little bit there. He's rolling away with it. I still think Tyson Fury so far is ahead in the round, but the lot of the shots that Francis Ngannou would land were a lot of rolling shots like this. So far, not a lot. Jab to the body. And, to be honest, in my opinion, if you don't hurt a guy with a jab to the body or a punch to the body, I don't think it should be counted as a scoring blow. That's my philosophy on body punching. Just landing the punches is not, the reward is if it breaks them down and it makes their head more accessible, right? And that's my personal philosophy. So I don't think that there should have been so much credit given with all the jabs to the body. But jab, and I don't think that's quite connecting. Boom, boom. He's kind of pulling it. And there were a lot of shots in the fight that were kind of like that. And then again, Francis Ngannou kind of ending the sequence there on that timing, 1-1, just in case there's a 2 coming. And we can't really tell how clean it's landing or not landing. Another thing I want to point out about this fight is really interesting. And again, we're going to be going over every single significant strike over every round, talking about them. You score them on your own. Have your own little tally. I'm not tallying, okay? But the camera angles for this fight were terrible. They were just atrocious because these guys are so big that we couldn't see what the hell was going on in the fight through half the fight, and it was wild. It was just wild. Okay, next clip. Here we go. Jab to the body. Okay, and jab to the body, and Francis trying to follow him back. Maybe he gets him. Maybe he doesn't. You decide. Follows him back, and I do think he winds up landing this right hand to the body. Now, this was another strategy that Francis Ngannou had because he didn't want to go first, right? We saw what happened in the first round, like in the first few minutes of the first round, or the first few seconds. He tried to chase him and got cracked with the right hand, right? He couldn't find a way to get on the line so far without getting hit with the shot, right? So he's going to wait for Tyson Fury to go first, right? Follow him back, 1-1, 2, trying to land the right hand to the body. Again, keep your tallies. Decent jab to the body from Francis Ngannou, right? Again, in my opinion, I don't think that jabs to the body should be scored as scoring blows unless you hurt the guy. And then if you hurt the guy, you should be able to get extra points by hitting him with real punches to the head, right? Unless you hit him in the liver, right? Unless you hurt them to the body. So, but I do want to point out he did a good job of getting to the line with the jab to the body. Why didn't he throw a right hand over the top? Right? That's what the body punches are for, in my opinion. But score it because the judges are scoring it. Jab to the body from Tyson Fury. He's going to get his little get back, try to take some back. And Francis Ngannou, same thing, trying to go for a jab to the body. But I think in this clip, Tyson Fury is kind of smacking him with a little bit of a left hook. So even though he's getting hit, I do think Tyson Fury is winning the exchange. However you want to score it, 1 point each or whatever, that's fine. Here's a little right hand to the body from Francis Ngannou, controlling the space as Tyson Fury tries to circle out, pivots on the front foot. Very, very difficult to do in front of a professional athlete, and here he is paying for it, right? Against someone who's what? An MMA fighter? No. Boom, boom. And this is at the end of the round. I think this is the last sequence of the round. And Tyson Fury jumping on the line, boom, with the hook into the two. And that left hook, while it looks like it might be landing, it's not actually landing with the glove, right? I think there was a little bit of talk about how Tyson Fury was through an elbow or something. I missed it in my watch through. Um, and I don't know how I could miss it. I'm scoring punches, so whatever. But this is not necessarily a scoring blow. He's kind of hitting him with his forearm on the head. But here's the thing: if you hurt a guy like this, right? They're still hurt, like you just hit them with a non-punch, right? And you're gonna get some value, but it's not a scoring blow if you're counting scoring blows, right? But the one of the most important things that I want to point out is Francis Ngannou in this fight, he's not going to land a lot of very, very clean shots like that, where they're just right on the chin. But we are going to take a look at all of them. So here we are. Okay, round two starting. Little jab to the body landing for Francis Ngannou, and Tyson Fury trying to control a little bit of space with that lead hand. Now, again, Francis Ngannou kind of selling out for the jab to the body, 1-1-2, right? The same timing, but it's jab, step jab, goes to the body, and Tyson Fury catching him with a good hook. Now, Tyson Fury, he's so big, he kind of gets away with breaking a lot of the rules because his opponents are always so small, and that's not actually the case here, even as much against Wilder. But there are things that he doesn't do right with his hands that make him hit sometimes with the inside of the glove and the inside of the hand as well. And I can't really tell if this is one of those punches that should not be counted as a scoring blow. It looks like it's a good scoring blow. But that's one of the things that we want to be looking out for too, because just like Francis Ngannou, right? You don't want these clubbing things, right? Now, good shot, good counter from Francis Ngannou. Tyson Fury going for the 1-1-2, try to go to the body. Francis Ngannou taking a lead after Tyson Fury in the last sequence and throwing the exact same counter. And it was really interesting because that started to be one of the only sources of offense for Tyson Fury as the fight went on. Was jabs to the body that were safe, right? Now, I don't want to say, safe, but however safe you get in a fight. Miss, and I think Francis is missing as well. Let's take a look at Francis's part as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's getting. And there were a lot of sequences in the fight that were just shades of this. If you want to score that, go ahead and score that. It doesn't look like, it looks like it just misses. And again, Tyson Fury did a decent job of keeping his head off the line just enough. So Francis opens up here with the right hand to jump on the line with the left. And I did a pre-fight breakdown video that talked about this, how he was going to try to do this to Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury, here he is catching him, right, in the second round. And again, this is what happens when Francis Ngannou would go first, right? He would get countered immediately, hit with right hand counters, hit with the left hook counters. That's why his actual offense throughout most of the fight was actually pretty low. Okay, now I don't know who you scored the first round for, right? Doesn't matter. You'll have your own tally. I think I gave it to Tyson Fury. So far, Tyson Fury has landed the better shots in the second round as well. Circling through, I think he lands a really good body shot here. Boom. And then he lands this as Tyson Fury's peeling out. It's a really, really solid shot. Um, Again, my personal philosophy, if you're not hurting a guy, what's the value of the body shot? You know what I mean? But again, score them because that's how they should be scored at the moment. That's how everyone interprets the rules before. Little double jab games from Tyson Fury. Boom, getting control of Ngannou's jab and then being able to come back. Did Ngannou land his jab? Boom, he eats one here and then doesn't look like he gets it. Little jab to the body and then again, Ngannou landing a decent left hook to counter. Pretty decent shot. And again, his best sequence there is when Tyson Fury goes first, right? Starting to find an opening on his line after getting hit to the body. Now, in this sequence here, we can clearly see the uppercut misses here. And then this shot, I don't know if it lands on his back or his arm or if it shouldn't be counted. And then I think you can count this one as a punch here. Again, the angles for all of this stuff was so bad because these guys are so big. They're just above the camera angle, the height of the camera angles. So it's so hard to tell, but it looks like this is a clean shot for him um, in the little scramble there. Then the next sequence here, it looks like Ngannou is coming forward. Again, I don't know what's going on with these cameras, guys. This is not me. It's the Illuminati, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit about that too because when we get to it, but it's really, really interesting trick, okay? And we're going to talk about it later. But these camera angles, uh, that's the first thing Bruce Lee had to learn about recording movies, right? How the camera angle is going to play tricks and whatever. Everything looks different on film than it does in person, right? It's different in person, guys. But Francis Ngannou's coming forward, and I think he gets swiped with a left hook here. I think he gets a little bit of Francis, and we can tell a little bit by his reaction. It kind of looks like it touches his head. But again, if you don't want to score it, man, don't score it. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but for me, I thought it was scoring. We can't tell if he's hitting him on the chest or if he's hitting him on the glove or he's in a, the replays were bad, the angles were bad. Now, another clean shot from Tyson Fury in the second round when they both go southpaw, jab, controls him, throws a right hook to the body, and then lands a left hand up top. And I don't think that Ngannou does any countering here. Now, again, one of those mainstays, right? I talked about it in the pre-fight build-up that Francis Ngannou doesn't really block punches. As an orthodox fighter with his left hand, he counters with the left hook instead. And here he is in a very similar posture, looking to maybe counter with the right hook instead of block with the right hand, which is why he's eating the straight left from Tyson Fury. All right, we got a couple more clips in this round. Jab, jab to the body. What is that? Okay, it is a jab to the body, but again, the camera angles control the jab here, jab to the body. The referee jumps in the way, man. What is going on? Now, at the end of the round, Tyson Fury lands here. We know he's connecting, but that's on the inside of the hand, right? That's not a scoring blow. But here's the thing, if you let Tyson Fury hit you on on the side of the head like this with any part of his hand, it hurts. And then he does the same thing on the back here. Boom, not a scoring blow, not a scoring blow. But I also don't think that Ngannou lands anything either. And then luckily from the tie-up, there wasn't a lot of clinching. There wasn't a lot of stuff like that going on. Now, again, this is another thing that I don't think should be counted. Okay, Tyson Fury, his head is being held down by Ngannou, and the punch is coming. And then a punch comes here, and he's holding him down. Again, I don't think any of those should be counted. But if you want to count them, go for it. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, now here we go into round 3. Ngannou starts round 3 off with a double jab and tries to go to the body, and Tyson Fury looking to intercept him with the jab hook-like thing, right? Score your points, jab to the body, hook-like thing for Tyson Fury. So very, very good defense here from Ngannou, realizing that the jab is coming, or the hook jab thing is coming from Fury when he comes in here. So jab, he comes forward, has his block up, interacts with that, and then lands a little left cross of his own here off his pendulum. Really, really good shot. Shoves Tyson Fury off balance. Not a particularly hard shot, but scoring nonetheless. Now again, a lot of waiting from Ngannou, right? He's in a position, he's in a good position. His head's on the left side of the line. Tyson Fury's in a defensive position on the right side of the line, on the back half of his line. And he's still waiting, right? He's not going first. He's not throwing any shots. He waits for Tyson Fury to go first, jab, and he starts immediately following him back. Nothing wrong with that. Throws a one. I think he lands the one, misses the two, and I think he lands a really good left hook here. Okay. And again, this is round 3, so I think it's pretty obvious. Maybe. Well, we're going to talk about it. Okay. Lands a decent shot there, so a left hook there. Maybe a left hook each, depending on how well you scored that last one. Counters the jab, misses with the hook. Really good adjustment from Ngannou, right? Seeing the going with the jab, he knows the hook thing is coming, right? And goes right hand ish, goes under the body. I don't know if we watch, boom, if that's going to be a scoring blow. If he's hitting him on the back, can't really tell. If you want to score that shot, that's totally fine. But doing a good job getting under Tyson Fury's little control of the space, right? Trying to keep Ngannou outside, and a great adjustment from Ngannou. And I think if you want to count it, his head's getting controlled here, but he throws a right hand here to the body. So a decent sequence there for Ngannou for sure. Let's see if Tyson Fury responds, or how. Jab, parry, and a good counter jab or hook thing. And actually looking like it lands kind of decent. Okay, so score that how you want. Missing both of those jabs. Little hook-like thing. Now again, coming in, throwing a 2 probe, left hook to the body. Decent, and then it doesn't look like Ngannou lands his follow-up here. So like kind of a body shot from Tyson Fury. But again, if you don't hurt a guy with the body shot, right, are you really scoring? Controls space here, gets on the line, controls Ngannou's lead hand, shoots a jab to the body. Okay, good job. That was real fun. Next move. Now again, they're like tied up here a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of all that stuff, right? And there's stuff here like this that we can't really tell, right? If you want to score this as a punch for Ngannou, right, he's going to kind of touch him with that shot here while he's, kind of moving. There's a lot of stuff like that where Tyson Fury is just slippery enough where it's like, maybe it's getting him, maybe it's not getting him. Seeing the frames like that made it look a little bit more convincing. Now, Tyson Fury jumps onto the line here with the 1-2, kind of lands it on his chest, kind of lands it on his shoulder kind of thing, right? Decent shot. And then jumps onto the line and kind of lands it on the chin. And this is where he gets dropped and he eats this left hook here. And I think this makes it, a clear Francis Ngannou round. Now, the rest of the round was actually not bad for Ngannou either. It was a pretty decent round. He landed some decent shots. He had some good adjustments. He started getting around Tyson Fury's control, right? He would be able to probe and then get a reaction from Tyson Fury and then follow up. Great strategy, great work. And then get a knockdown. I do want to point out, when we go back here, Tyson Fury's going first, right? Jumps onto the line, throws a 1-2, no reaction. Jumps on the line with another 1-2. He does land it, right? It does eat a better left hook. This is the last thing that happens for Ngannou at the end of the third round. And this was like a really interesting thing because of the fact that he had just scored a knockdown, right? So I think it's pretty obvious that Tyson Fury wasn't really hurt. Okay, so score the third round. I think it would be 10-8 for Ngannou, which would give them the same score, right? 28-28 after 3 rounds. So here we go into round 4. Okay, getting him with a little jab to the body, boom, boom, kinda on the chest a little bit, and then a little bit of a hook on the face. Score how you will. Next sequence. Really good shot from Ngannou here. So getting on the line, probing here, getting Tyson Fury to kind of follow him back, and he jumps off the line. And Tyson Fury did that little double take that he'll do, right? Where he'll go boom, and he's coming forward, and then the 1-2 comes from Francis Ngannou again, doing a decent job of baiting Tyson Fury, boom, getting him to come and chase him in, and landing a decent shot. Now, if we take a look at the shot, we can still see that Tyson Fury is trying to roll away with it. Okay, I think that one gets him a little cleaner. Let's watch it one more time. Yeah, that one gets him a little cleaner. But a lot of these shots we're going to see. Now again, third round. Jab to the body. Good shot. Or fourth round, I'm sorry. Fourth round. Whoop, I went backwards. Decent right hand to the body. Gets on the line with the 1. Slips over to the 2. Gets under the very, consistent source of defense right now from Tyson Fury. All right, lands a decent shot, rolls off the line. Not bad. Not bad. Jab, and again, good hook defense from Ngannou. Very, very good shot. Score how you will. Now, very, very good shot. I did a sequence on my video, my pre-fight video, that was exactly like this, where the guy's going to get on the line with the jab, and he's going to try to throw a right hand right after, and then he gets hit with the hook, and then Tyson Fury peels off of the right hand, and here it is. The jab comes there, the counter hook here, and then the right hand just barely misses from Ngannou. And this was actually like a really solid shot from him. Really, really good shot. I think so far that's the best. That might be the best scoring punch of the round, even though it does look like Ngannou landed that pretty decent right hand. Random jab, decent shot on Ngannou. Tyson Fury getting under the counter from Ngannou, and again, the angles are really bad. I thought this was a body shot. You can see his hand is kind of on the inside. It's not. Ngannou's arm is not in the way at that moment, and Ngannou's right arm is up high. You can see it's kind of looks like he's getting him, but you can't really tell. Score how you want. Score how you want. Okay. Again, still round 4. Now Tyson Fury jumps on the line with a real good 1-2, and again, Francis Ngannou is not really great at blocking punches. And last time in this sequence, Tyson Fury threw this shot to the outside of the glove, and Francis Ngannou blocked it. And this time he throws it right down the middle, kind of cracks him with that shot, a really, really good shot. And again, starting to edge his way back into the round in round 4, in my opinion, as Ngannou starts to slow down. Now, again, the angles, not great. I know he lands at least one of these punches, throwing the left hook into the right hand here, and then Francis Ngannou misses his follow-up here. Comes in with the left hook, boom, and then a right hand. Now again, how do you score these, right? Looks like he kind of gets them. Let's try to look at the contact. Is that a clean shot? Whoops. It looks like it's knuckles at that point. But this right hand is like clearly on somehow on the left side of, or on the right side of Ngannou's head. But it looks like he does land at least one of these shots here. And is Ngannou landing something, right? Again, he's not really hitting him with his hand. It looks like he's hitting him with his forearm. So I don't think it's a landed blow from him either. But again, score it how you want it. Now again, so far a competitive round. And Tyson Fury getting control with the hook and smashing the right hand over the top again. Again, the angles are so bad, but I think that he lands this punch pretty cleanly. I watched every punch that was landed like so many times, and again, so much of it is very difficult to tell. Now controlling space here, landing a good shot to the body. How high do you value those body shots versus hooks? Okay, so the 4th round, kind of competitive. I think I edged it personally to Tyson Fury. I thought he landed more clean punches and more obviously clean punches to the head. So moving into round 5 here, He gets on the line, gets parried, misses his hook, and again, as we see that right hand come, we can kind of see that Tyson Fury is kind of clearly rolling this shot. It's not really landing. No real follow-ups here either. Kind of a jab to the body, kind of a hook to the head. Okay, again, Tyson Fury not giving up on this, but I want you to pay attention to a little bit of the lack of activity from Ngannou and then immediately taking his jab to the body back. Okay, so even if you gave him the jab to the body, which, kinda, not as good as Tyson Fury's there, in my opinion. 1-1, sword fighting, walks him into a hook here. Pretty decent shot. Boom, boom. I'm not even rating those jabs at all, but if you want to rate, I think this one touches him here. Yeah, miss here. And I don't think that Ngannou lands anything. So a decent start to the round for Fury here. Now this one's really interesting because it looks like that touches him a little bit, that right hand. And then the left hand looks like it misses from Ngannou, but it looks like he's getting kind of smacked by the right hand here, scoring part of the glove. But do you score the jab? I don't think it was a scoring punch. I think it was just to get in position to throw the right. And again, Fury's really good at getting away from that shot. Jab to the body. Okay. And Tyson Fury does that little nose thing where he shows that he agrees, right? Jumps on the line, lands a jab to the face, continues moving forward. I don't think Ngannou is getting off the line with this shot. We see it's clearly on his face here. Um, but again, the angles are just not great. Score that how you want it. Jab, he gets under it, grabs the body, lands a right hand here to the body. But this is not a scoring blow. Okay, do not score this. Okay, I mean, I would say not to. He goes boom, gets under it. See how he grabs the body here? This is not legal in boxing. You're not allowed to hold your opponent and hit them. This is illegal. Okay, so don't score that. If you want to score it, whatever, I don't really care. You're going to have your own card anyway. Now, he gets on the line here, and that jab, he actually does land a jab there. He misses the uppercut. And then we want to see, boom, we can see that, again, Ngannou's left hook counter here. It's not really hitting him. It's kind of cuffing him. And he's trying to throw an uppercut while holding the head. You don't count that punch. But that was a clean jab. And then no other scoring things in that little jumbled mess. And there were a lot of jumbled messes in the fight. A lot of jumbled messes. Another jab for him. No follow-up for Ngannou. And again, look at how close it is, right? It's so close to getting him, but not quite getting him. Feints him 1-1-2 and smashes him. How many punches in the entire fight did Francis Ngannou land like this? You know, that's like one of those really interesting things because lands another one here, and no real follow-ups in any of those sequences here. Boom, boom, lands a really good shot. And then this one does get him. I watched it a bunch of times on replay. You can see in one of the replays it clearly moves his head. But so far, this has been a really, really, really landslide round for Tyson Fury. Tyson Tubbs. Okay, there's a jab to the body from Ngannou. Good job. You made it onto the line. You landed a jab to the body. You didn't get knocked out, and you didn't score any other punches off of it. Bravo. Good job. All that energy to score what? In a round that you were losing is in a landslide, right? And then Fury gets on the line with the jab. The hook barely misses. Okay, and that's all the significant strikes in round 5. All right, getting into round 6 here. And we're watching them in chronological order as well. Jab to the body from Ngannou. Jumps on the line, jumps off. Okay, score it how you will. Now, jumping into the line here and Ngannou jumping in, I think that this was a landed punch. And again, the strength of Ngannou as he jumps onto the line here folds Tyson Fury's hand. I think that he kind of crashes all his weight into it. I think it's a landed punch for Fury for sure, and nothing landed here for Ngannou. Let's take a look at that right hand. We can see he's rolling it. See if I can get this one to go in slow-mo in this clip here. Yeah, we can see it looks like he's rolling it. It doesn't look like it hits him here. But it's really close, right? Maybe it does get him. Is that getting him? Let's watch it again. Man, it's tough. It's tough because not a lot of effect right there, right? When you watch it in real time. Now, very, very clearly getting him around the guard here. Boom, you can see it getting him a very clean shot. And again, missing wildly with his counter. You know, jab, rolls this shot. I don't think it lands. Again, there was a lot of stuff that was just so close here. And Tyson Fury trying to steal a body shot. Again, I don't think there's a lot of value in that. But if you want to score this, all right, I think he's missing. It's close. It's close, right? Now, are you scoring this? Here's the jab. He tries to counter to the body, but is it a scoring blow? Is he landing with the knuckles? Is he landing like a punch? I can kind of clearly see his arm is hitting Fury on the hip, but it doesn't look like his glove makes it there. And then Tyson Fury's right hand here is not scoring either. But stepping jab, right? Not a lot going on. Feints him here, shoots a jab to the face. Again, another just random jab. No counter and no scoring blow from Ngannou. Score that how you will. Little leaping shot there from Ngannou as he lands it to the body. Boom, good shot. Gets controlled. I don't think that's a punch. Doesn't land that shot here. And then again, rolling this and getting off the line. No scoring there. And in a round that most of the scoring blows have been a landslide for Tyson Fury. On the line, off the line, on the line with this hard jab, parrying this. And then that shot landing on the shoulder there. So again, I think this round was a kind of a landslide. Another jab for Tyson Fury. And then like when you see his jab here, right? Did Ngannou really land or do anything like that throughout the course of the fight? Did he have an opportunity to score? I don't want to say like at will, right? But at will, right? Um, we got a couple more clips here. So Ngannou chasing him down. The jab comes. He gets counter with the hook here. Counter with the right hand here. Is this the one that people said was an elbow? Boom, because he lands that shot. Okay, it does look like an elbow here. Boom. I don't think it was supposed to be an elbow. I think it was supposed to be a punch. Boom. It's tough. It does look like the elbow gets him sometimes. I think that's going to happen. Sorry, Francis. Don't count it as a scoring blow, but this is definitely a scoring blow. Really, really, really strange here, right? Boom. And we're going to talk about some of this stuff, okay? Some of this like wild angles. Jab, easily scoring punch. Is that all that was there? Yeah. Comes in with this, getting controlled on his head, misses wildly. I think he lands this right hand over the arm. And then I think Francis kind of misses his shot here. But I think that one bounces off his head a little bit. And again, Tyson Fury is rolling away. I think he even parries this one and has his glove in the way of that shot. Again, score it how you want. Okay, score that how you want. Is that a legal blow? That's fine. Boom, boom. Jab, pull, getting him off balance, and then landing a jab. Right? Again, Francis is so far off balance off of first contact. And again, at the end of the round, throwing a right hand, is that getting him? Is this a clean scoring blow, or is he off the line for that? Right? Again, maybe the jab to the body, you score that, right? Finally, making use of the ability of getting on the line with the jab to the body, right? Jab to the body to throw the right hand over the top. I don't think it was a scoring blow. Um, I don't think it landed. But if you do, score it. Tally at the end. jab to the body right at the start of round 7. Now this is round 7, guys. First video or first clip in round 7. Okay, so 1 point for Ngannou. There you go. Countering him with a hook here. Again, very common. The jab comes, he parries it, counters him with the hook. I think he got him. And then tries to like give him a little back fist, control space after. I don't think that's legal. Uh, very, very good shot here for Ngannou. And again, when we see what a good shot from Ngannou looks like, right? He's still kind of rolling it. He's still on his way away from that shot. I think that one's, again, a decent one. But the ones that Tyson Fury, when Tyson Fury lands clean shots, they're just so much cleaner. They're so much sharper. Decent right hand to the, or left hand to the body from Ngannou. 1-1. You know, okay, he stole a little jab there, and then Francis Ngannou tries to steal a jab, and he counters him. Boom, boom. And you don't have to count that as a punch, but good follow up from Ngannou, not allowing that to be a free punch. Now comes forward. 1. Is that a scoring blow? I think he touched him, but is that a punch? Is this a punch? Is this a landed blow? Again, it's tough to tell because it doesn't look like it actually affects his posture. It doesn't look like it actually. Does it jolt his head a little bit? Maybe it does a little bit. Score accordingly. Is that a clean shot? How much do you score that in relation to one of the clean ones that Tyson Fury lands? Now, this is really interesting because, see this? This is an old trick that I think HBO used to do when somebody would be winning the fight or they didn't want someone in particular to win the fight. I think they still do it, especially like in Devin Haney fights, where someone will throw a hard punch at somebody at Devin Haney, and then they'll change the camera angle, and you can't tell if it landed. So I don't know what's going on here. There's a lot of that stuff that happens in this fight, and it's like the fight was hard enough to watch in film study. It was hard enough to get any of this work done and to want to watch this mess of a fight. Hook to the body, left hand to the body. Good shots from Ngannou. Very, very solid. So far, Ngannou looking ahead here. Throwing a little uppercut here. I don't think you can rate that as a punch, though. I don't think it's a scoring blow. I don't know. Score it if you want. I don't think Fury's doing anything there. Now, landing a shot on the outside of the guard here. Control. Looks like it's landing cleanly on the outside of Ngannou's guard. Score it how you want. I think that one's a scoring blow personally. Does look like he's kind of scoring here, getting him on the face just a little bit, and then controlling him and getting him again with another shot here. Boom. Boom. And then Ngannou looks like he's getting him with a good hook. And then again, this problem that Ngannou has here, where when he throws his left hand here, he's always clubbing with it. I don't think that it's getting Tyson Fury very cleanly. It looks like it's already wrapped around his head. So that was a decent exchange for Fury. Now this was a close round. Okay, this was a really close round. Who you gave it to, it depends, I guess, what you like. But that was a really, really close round. Now we're going to be going into round 8. Okay. And round starts off. They touch lead hands. And Ngannou, instead of touching lead hands, steals a little jab to the body. Scoring shot for sure. Another scoring shot here. Controls the space. Throws a jab to the face. And then Ngannou throws a rear hand. And then does he get hit? Does he get hit? Okay. I don't think either one of them really landed their rear hands there. I think the only shot was the jab at the beginning, but score that one how you want. We'll watch it one more time. Here Ngannou comes with his rear hand. Barely misses. And then Tyson Fury, his rear hand comes, and I think it goes behind the head. Yeah, I think he misses. Okay. Throws a 1-2. Again, the camera angles are terrible, but I think he does land this shot cleanly. We can see that in the foreground here. You can see the gold there, and I think that makes it a landing shot in that space. Now, after the shot, is Ngannou landing a counter to the body? It's tough to tell. Okay. Counter to the body. Scoring blow. Okay. Fury landed a headshot. Ngannou landed a body shot. Now Fury jumps on the line and throws a headshot here. Score it how you want it. It looks like it's making it in between the glove and hitting him and bouncing off his head. And then a decent shot, I think, from Ngannou for a follow-up here. And again, the angles for the fight were just terrible. Little jab, jab. I think he misses his uppercut. And then Ngannou misses his. But just one scoring jab, hook-ish thing there. Little counter hook from Ngannou here. Decent shot. Nothing else to follow up so far. Okay. Little 1-1. I think they both miss. And I don't know if you want to count what Ngannou's doing because he's, again, hitting him with the forearm there. Boom, boom, boom. Now they're tied up, holding each other's head. And again, I don't think you should count these punches when they're holding each other's heads. But if you do, Tyson Fury comes out ahead there. But I don't think you should. Miss, miss. Is that a left hook? There's a right hand. There's a left hook-ish. There's a right hand-ish, right? Are these all like great punches? They're okay. Okay. Miss. Gets him with a little bit of an uppercut. Let's see. Meh. Miss. Mm. Yeah, I'm not gonna rate that as a punch. But a couple of punches from Ngannou, a couple of little shots in here. And again, Tyson Fury doing a lot of rolling. Is this? No, that's behind. He already missed, yeah. Okay, so however you want to score that as one sequence or one engagement. Okay, kind of rolling this shot again, control, miss, miss. It's hitting his shoulder here. Oops. Boom, boom. Okay, ducks. He's holding his head again. He throws an uppercut. I think he's trying to throw it to the head, but it doesn't even get close. And then he's gonna throw another right hand, and I think Tyson Fury rolls it. Nothing significant really there. And then walks him right into a straight right hand. And again, is Ngannou countering with the left hook here? Let's take a look at it. Boom. Kinda. Okay, so score that how you will. I think that Fury's punch is so far likely the best, cleanest landed punch of the round. Ngannou gets on the line here with a jab, clearly landing the jab, clearly blocking this shot. Lands a little right hand here. And again, is it a hard, clean shot? We know Francis is a hard puncher, but is that a hard, clean punch? It's clean. This shot took me a while to figure out whether I thought this was landing or not, but it kind of scoops kind of just on the inside. Oh, and it's so tough to tell, but I think we're gonna count that as like a slightly landed punch. And then again, is he rolling that? Is that landing? Right? What do you think? Rolling this shot, and then when he comes up, so the jab comes, rolling, goes behind his head, and now he's going to come up with the right uppercut here that kind of smashes Ngannou. Again, I do think that Ngannou took a great shot, being in such good shape. Now this shot, we can clearly see in replay that the jab comes, and then he kind of takes one of them, but that right hand from Ngannou is missing, and this right hand from Fury is clearly landing as one of the better shots of the round. Again, a lot of the shots that Ngannou was landing were just, not, I don't want to say not power punches, but not really power punches. A little choppy little shot here, a little choppy shot here. That left hook being a little bit better of a shot, in my opinion, than the right one. But a lot of stuff like this, stuff like that, that one's not bad. Not great, but not bad. And then ending the round with a jab here and a choppy right hand, decent choppy right hand. So round 8, pretty solid for Ngannou. That's a couple of rounds at least that were pretty decent for him. Now round 9, they both kind of took this round off. He's going to get on the line with a 1 and then eat a 2. This is very likely the cleanest right hand that Ngannou landed, or left hand, or straight punch, or punch in the fight. Even the one that dropped Tyson Fury, he was off balance. I don't think it was a good shot, but it wasn't like a great shot or anything. And I think he really catches him and stuffs him pretty decent with that shot. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's getting him on the forearm. No, he's clearly on his face. It was a good shot. And Tyson Fury immediately follows up, jumps on the line with the 1, smashes him with the 2 here. And Ngannou kind of lands the left hook thing, right? But it kind of smacks him on the wrist, on the shoulder. Okay, so it's not like a super clean shot, and a decent shot landed for Tyson Fury. Kind of catching up already in the 9th round. Probes with the rear hand, gets Ngannou to throw. I think he misses, counters him with the jab here. So far, the only landed punch in the sequence, in my opinion. Controls him. I think that little left hand misses, and Tyson Fury smashes him with the right hand here. So let's go ahead and watch that. Not the greatest shot, but a decent shot. And again, putting Tyson Fury up ahead in round 9. And again, there was not a lot of very cleanly landed punches. And with Ngannou waiting for him to go first, allowing Tyson Fury to kind of steal stuff like that. I think Tyson Fury lands like a random body shot too that I just didn't even want to. I'm like, whatever, dude, who cares? But here's Ngannou's body shot. And again, those are the only punches landed in round 9 that I counted. You can go back and you can watch it yourself. But very, very, very low activity round. Decided by who, right? Tyson Fury maybe landed 3 power punches. We just saw 2, right? Ngannou landed 1. Maybe like one of those hooks, or if you count any of those hooks or you rate them, however you scored it. Very close. Jumping on the line, and again, a lot of stuff like this where it's really close, because Ngannou's hook here is not really landing here. Okay, he's rolling away from that. And Tyson Fury is trying to jump on the line with his hook, right? And we can see that it kind of makes contact with Ngannou's neck here, on his head here. So whether you count those punches or not, I wouldn't count them personally. 1-1-2, I think it lands for Ngannou. The 1-1-2 to the body, boom. And I don't think that Tyson Fury is interacting with a punch. I think it's just showing the control, but not a hard shot from him. Getting stuffed by a jab here. And I do think this was a punch. And then nothing else there. Stepping forward with a little jab here. Stealing it. Very easy shot. Another one here. Boom. Boom. And again, Ngannou just missing, right? Now, very cleanly landing this left hook here. We can see it gets completely around the guard. You can see the glove here. And nothing coming back from Ngannou. Very clean sequence there. Now, do you count this stuff here? They got into this position without landing any punches. Is that a landed punch for Tyson Fury? Come on, don't be silly. Is that a landed punch while he's holding his head down? Nah. Ngannou lands a right hand to the body. Are you counting this wrestling stuff? I think it's not. And then the last punch or sequence in the fight is this one here. Comes forward, lands a jab-ish, kind of eats a hook-ish, right? Are you rating that as a jab as he's pulling away? Are you rating this as a hook? as he hits him with the inside of the glove. So those are all of the significant sequences in the fight. Um, who did you guys have ahead? I think that there were a uh, decently close rounds, and I think that most of the rounds were actually punctuated by Tyson Fury's cleaner punches. Um, Winning on average, I think winning more sequences, getting on the line, establishing contact, and being the one to really strike. Ngannou didn't go forward very much. There were some sequences where he did kind of go forward. Um, and early in the fight, especially rounds 1 and 2, where he would get countered really bad. Um, and I think that most of the fight kind of represented that idea that Tyson Fury was kind of going first. And if Tyson Fury didn't get countered, he would score and he would just put himself ahead. And then sometimes he would get countered, but he would score as well. And then much, much, much less often, he would just get countered, right? By Ngannou trying to follow him back after a missed, feinted jab or something, or a jab that he slipped. So I think that, in my opinion, while the fight was pretty close, um, uh, Tyson Fury still won the fight, um, but it was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. And I want to say mostly that is because Tyson Fury is a classic underachiever, right? Like, how lucky that he got to be born, 7 feet tall, however fucking tall he is. Like, how lucky he gets to have such an incredible life for no good reason, right? He gets to be part of one of the biggest fights in all of history. People are going to remember Tyson Fury forever. And for what? Because his fat, lazy ass rolled out of bed and decided to fight. He got lucky that he was so big. And then, meanwhile, we have this guy from Africa who, worked his ass off to get to the United States to have a career, and he shows up trained and working hard. And he doesn't just give Tyson Fury a black eye, he gives all of boxing a black eye. And I appreciate it, Ngannou. Thank you. I've been saying for years, on average, mixed martial artists have better striking than boxers, on average. Obviously, the most elite boxers are, you know, leaps and bounds ahead of those guys. But Tyson Fury is not an elite. Like, he's pretty good, right? But when have you ever seen him with a body like Ngannou? When has he ever taken it seriously? In order to be truly elite, you have to be strong everywhere. And Tyson Fury's flabby, soft, lackadaisical attitude towards this sport, you know. And it's interesting too because I do like that at least when the fight started, he ran out there and threw a hard 1-2 immediately, trying to hit that dude as hard as he could. I love it. But but if he would have had that attitude in training, no. Part of that is probably because he doesn't have fun training. Probably because he doesn't know how to get better as a fighter, right? And again, Tyson Fury he's okay. He doesn't know how to get in shape. He doesn't know how to do all that stuff. You know, if you guys want to learn how to get better at fighting, how to get better at boxing, you guys want to learn how your body really works, you guys want to learn all that stuff unequivocally, how power punching works. If you want to learn how your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa can learn how power punching works and not only learn how to throw their best punch, but improve it. And over the course of time and practice and hard work, and I mean hard work, okay? Most of you kids in YouTube land, you don't know what hard work is, but hard work. You will become a great puncher, an incredible puncher, okay? Guaranteed. Because all the secrets and all the mysteries of power punching have been solved. So check out the Fouts Boxing Combat System in the description below. Check out the reviews. Um, anyway, Tyson Fury. If you wanna, if you wanna learn, actually, Francis Ngannou, if he could learn, right? He's a strong guy. He's already in shape. If he could learn how to do that, he could actually improve his speed enough that in the rematch, maybe he could just beat Tyson Fury, actually beat him, and actually, knock him out. I don't think he was actually particularly hurt from the knockdown. I don't think he was expecting to get countered, but because he threw the 1-2 the last time and landed. But anyway, I thought that on average, even uh, Tyson Tubby was faster than Ngannou, that he was more able to move from position to position and move from strike to strike than Ngannou. I think that Ngannou was pretty fluid and he could do most of the moves, but he could not do them at a professional level. In terms of boxing, the pace is a little bit lower or slower in MMA because you have to guard the line against so many more attacks. People won't always be ready if you just bum rush the line, right? Give them a big shift. They'll be expecting, oh, is he going to try to take me down, right? Maybe they try to guard, they sprawl, or they. But in boxing, all that time that he spends rolling and ducking and shifting and stuff, as we saw in the beginning of the fight, trying to come forward between the 1-1-2s, it's just not as much space there, you know. Um, in a rematch, if Tyson Fury comes in just as unprepared, I think that because Ngannou knows what it's like now, he'll be more prepared. He'll be more, and maybe he can actually get the upset. But if Tyson Fury actually knew how to train for a fight, if he actually took his career seriously, if he actually took the immense and incredible gift that he's been given, like there's been some hard work from him for sure, right? Some. He could be one of the greatest fighters, the most, not just an anomaly, you know, like a guy who gets to beat up little kids, right? Like, isn't that what it's like when you fight someone who's a foot shorter than you? Anyway, um, we'll be doing a full watch on Patreon. I think I'm not sure if we will. This fight kind of sucked. I want to watch Amanda Serrano versus that chick she just beat up. I want to watch that again. I'm a huge Serrano fan. Um, I thought she was gonna knock that chick out. I'm so sad that she didn't because I had a bunch of money on it. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you guys think won in the comments below. And yeah, later, guys.